Please welcome to Naya Sing. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm saying a very big shout out to every one of you for the love, the support you all shower me here with. I am grateful, and you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a video that is circulating online about police brutality. Police are failing black people. And this really sucks. Waking up every day to hearing news that somebody just they just Pe0ple's somebody like 7 whole time. You did not find anything on him, nothing. He was actually in front of his house. And that was how you Pe0ple'd him straight up 7 times. His hands were up. He only had flashlight. So what happened? And everybody's out there on Facebook testifying that he is such a very peaceful person. He had so many friends, not just black people, white, the gym where he belongs. So everybody really has a lot to say. And a lot of people from his community are actually coming out to fight for him. And they are asking the cops to be transparent with whatever that happened that night, that morning. Let them be transparent with whatever, because they are asking them to release the body cam footage because we need to see what happened, what went wrong. Now they are looking for a way to dye the matter and lying also about it. Like, we wake up every day to different stories about unaliving a black person, and that they think people that are supposed to protect lives are the ones taking away lives. And a palm-colored person that came out to question the police, they asked them, they told them, you are not the victim. So someone that looked like me is the victim. And when you are not the victim, you are not supposed to speak up. I am rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let's get into it.
The police in Decatur, Alabama shot a father of 2 for his truck at his own home, and the amount of effort that the local media is using to lie about this shit to cover it up is it's amazing to me.
We are learning new details this half hour after an officer-involved shooting in Decatur early this morning. A spokesperson with Decatur Police tells News 19 officers shot a suspect on Bryan Drive early this morning after responding to a call by a local towing company. DPD says the towing company was attempting to repossess a vehicle in the 3900 block of Bryan Drive when the homeowner pulled a gun on the tow truck driver. When officers arrived on scene, police say they ordered the suspect to drop his weapon, but instead he turned the gun on police.
This is the security camera from Stephen Perkins. How much you want to bet if I zoom this in, not only do we find out is he unarmed with just a flashlight, but he has his hands raised. To stay within CG guidelines, I'm going to stop this video right before Stephen gets dropped by 7 of the 13 bullets fired by 3 different officers, 2 of which were hiding in the dark, by the way. But other than the fact that he has his hands up the entire time, armed with only a flashlight, you should also know that his car was not delinquent.
By the way, a Perkins family statement also claims they have car payment receipts to prove that the tow truck and Decatur police were at the wrong home tonight.
I was amazed at how the local media, in real fucking time, constantly changed their story to cover up for the police in Alabama. It was like, oh, they were trying to repo his car. Oh, he pointed a gun at them. Like any 3rd grader with a phone couldn't zoom in on the surveillance footage to clearly see his hands are up. Oh, and by the way, I think it's real funny that the auto detection on the security cams didn't catch the tow truck driver showing up the first time around. Oh, but when the cops showed up, all of a sudden it turned on. Wait, if the department really wanted to gain the trust of the community, they could just release the body camera footage and the audio from the dispatch. Because, if there really was a gun in the area, they would have gotten a call for it. I mean, why else would 3 cops show up at some random dude's home?
In a statement tonight, released by a Perkins family member, reads in part, it is heartbreaking for his wife, children, and family to go through this traumatizing loss without much detail or explanation. It goes on to say that neither the city of Decatur or the State Bureau of Investigation has contacted the family. They say this was excessive force, saying he was shot 7 times.
Yeah, why would the cops call the family of somebody they just did a hit job on? At best, they showed up at the wrong house, and at worst, I don't fucking know. He has a GoFundMe. I put in 100. Do whatever you want.
They think we stupid, y'all. Another hard-working, honest black man has been unalived by the police, and these lies are ridiculous. Please listen to this and share this story. We need to spread awareness. This is ridiculous. Police came straight to his home and unalived him in his front yard. And let me break down these lies. The tow truck was there supposedly to repo his vehicle. That's what they said initially. Then we find out Clay Perkins, which is his name, his family has found financial receipts proving Clay's monthly payments were processed. Alabama police, y'all ain't getting away with this one. Then the next thing, they say he had a weapon, firearm, and pointed at them, and he came outside with it. Then surveillance from a ring camera shows, it's a little blurry, but what this shows is he had his hands up the whole time, and he had nothing but a flashlight, and the police were hiding in the dark. He didn't even know what was going on or who was what. Long story short, he was shot 7 times while complying with officers. Clay Perkins. Y'all, everybody in the neighborhood, white, black, whatever, said this guy was amazing, man. As you can read here, he was a happy, good man. And then to top it all off, the tow truck driver was at the wrong address, apparently. This is not going down like that. Y'all not going to just be pulling up to our homes and unaliving our people in our community like this. Share this. Let's go viral. They doing it again. This is Decatur, Alabama police. We need answers immediately, and not just answers. We need solutions for this family. Justice for Clay Perkins. I'm going to be following this story like white on rice. I don't like it. Holla at me in the comments.
If you haven't heard already, Stephen Clay Perkins was unalived by the Decatur Police Department wrongfully. Here's the news clip.
Now, it began after midnight when, according to police, a local towing company attempted to repossess a vehicle here in the 3900 block. That's when police say 39-year-old Stephen Perkins pulled out a handgun on the tow truck driver, who then left immediately. The driver later returned to the residence with Decatur police, and officers say Perkins came out of his home waving a pistol. Perkins began to threaten the tow truck driver, and officers immediately demanded Perkins to drop the weapon. Police say he refused and turned the gun towards the officers. That's when an officer fired his gun, hitting Perkins. He was then taken to Huntsville Hospital, where he died from his injuries. Justin Shepard lives directly across the street from the shooting and was awakened by this gunfire. He was shocked to find that the gunfire actually hit his home and took the life of his neighbor.
Steve was a really good man. He had kids, and he would be the person to give his shirt off of his back. And I worked out with him at the gym. He's well known there. And anytime you need help, he would be there, or he would even volunteer if he seen you struggling, working out in the yard or whatever. He would always say hi, wave.
Many of the neighbors I spoke to are disheartened to hear about Perkins' passing. This morning, no officers were injured during the incident, and the officer who fired those shots was placed on administrative leave. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency has since taken over this investigation.
Now, there is surveillance footage from a neighbor across the street's house. I'm going to show that to you, and I slowed it down. It shows no violence at all. It's real clean footage and stuff from the part that I'm going to show you, all right? There's no violence. TikTok, there's no violence at all. But the security camera footage shows he had his hands in the air. His hands were in the air. So there was no need to unalive him. Decatur Police Department. Clearly saw that. His hands was in the air. The family, the Perkins family, has released a statement through their publicist. They said that it's heartbreaking for Clay Perkins' wife and his children and his family to go through this traumatizing loss without much detail or explanation. They're addressing a lot of the rumors. So the most respectful way for the city of Decatur, Alabama, and Decatur, Alabama Police Department to respond to this tragedy is with proactivity and ultimately transparency when communicating with the family and the Decatur community. They said it has been rumored that an investigation is taking place, but the city of Decatur has failed to contact the family or acknowledge the incident pertaining to Clay's death with the family. The family has not received footage of Clay's deadly encounter with the City of Decatur's Police Department or Alabama Law Enforcement Department. Moreover, neither agency has taken the moment to acknowledge Clay's death with the family. It says Clay's family and community is owed that closure immediately. It saddens us the City of Decatur failed to offer condolences, pay respect, or notify Miss Catrella Perkins, Clay's wife, or the family of Clay Perkins upon Decatur Police Department use of excessive force and unaliving of Clay Perkins. The city retains body cameras which should have been used during this incident. The family is calling for the city to deliver the footage of the family. In the meantime, surveillance exists of the incident through home security cameras. The unjust excessive amount of force can be seen in the home surveillance footage. That's what I just showed you guys. Rumors have circulated regarding Decatur Police Department's statement stigmatizing Clay as a combative or aggressive, causing rage in marginalized communities across Alabama. And from what I've seen, what I've read, including in this statement here, and then a lot of the character witnesses for Mr. Clay, they said that this was not the character of Clay Perkins. Clay was a family-oriented young black man thriving for excellence. Now, to address the other rumors, as they stated in here, while there are a lot of rumors circulating, the family has found financial receipts proving Clay's monthly payments were processed through his financing company and no evidence of Clay's vehicle being in an active status of repossession, therefore indicating the towing company and City of Decatur Police Department wrongfully appeared at Clay's home. The family has also gained a clear understanding of the excessive amount of force used by Decatur, Alabama Police Department with 7 wounds to Clay's body during this encounter with the wrong person and a neighbor home with about 9 pew entry marks located in this home. We are demanding a thorough investigation of the encounter held at Clay's home the morning of September the 29th. Justice must be served. They are calling for the removal of the officers who entered Clay's home the morning of the event, removal of officers using excessive force, and answers of justice from the city. It said, we do not call the administrative leave of officers involved, also known as a free vacation. The family's already retained legal counsel and have right now, all the appropriate measures to ensure justice being served and for the family is taken up through this legal counsel. They also have a GoFundMe set up. It's only one that's set up. I think it's titled Clay Steve Perkins, Innocent Black Man Killed. So let's keep praying for this family, lifting them up, and also boots on the ground. Justice has to be served. It has to be. I'll put the full video up on our YouTube channel showing the whole encounter. That way you can see all of that, okay?
Multiple videos about Mr. Perkins today, but I feel like this is not getting the attention it deserves. So I need y'all to listen to this and share the shit out of this, okay? So this is Stephen Clay Perkins. He was a resident of Decatur, Alabama, very highly thought of, involved in the community. I have not heard one single negative comment about this man. Well, Friday morning, he was unalived by Decatur Police Department officers. Allegedly, a tow truck driver had went to his residence at around 1:30 in the morning to repossess a vehicle that he claimed was up for repossession. Mr. Perkins, I'm assuming, with it being Decatur, Alabama, and it being 1:30 a.m., he probably heard some noise and walked outside with a weapon. The tow truck driver then left, called police, allegedly, said, hey, I'm trying to repossess a vehicle, and a man just came out with a weapon. So police not only go back to the house, but they go back with the tow truck driver. And in the neighbor's security footage, and I can't show the zoomed in close-up version of this because it will get taken down, but I'll explain it to you and show you a zoomed out version. But in the neighbor's footage, you can see that the tow truck vehicle is backed into the driveway like he's hooking up the vehicle, okay? And the officers aren't standing out inside. They're standing, I mean, it's dark. It's 2 a.m. They're standing off to the side, ain't nothing, okay? Then you see Mr. Perkins come out and he's holding a flashlight, and then like within 30 seconds, this man is down. Now, Decatur Police Department has claimed that he had a weapon, and when he came out, he was pointing the weapon at the tow truck driver and then pointed it on police. But to me, and personally, it looks like his hands were up. If you'll see up here, Mr. Perkins comes out of his residence with a flashlight, okay, shining it towards the tow truck. Bam. And you see one officer come out here and the others were on the side of the house, allegedly. He's down. Not even 30 fucking seconds. Doesn't look like there was any negotiation, nothing. Now, in the zoomed in version, I spent hours watching it this morning, y'all, and just zooming in and out, slowing it down, everything, so that I could make sure I saw what I saw. And I'm going to show y'all 3 stills right before he is hit. And you see that his hands are up. There's another one. His hands are up. And then this one is right before he gets hit. And his hands are up. Now, Mr. Perkins' family has since come out and said that they have all the financial documents to prove that his vehicle was not even up for repossession. They allege that all of his bills had paid on time and there was no reason for his vehicle to be repossessed. Neighbors have done interviews with the Decatur Daily, a local newspaper, and I've done a video on that. One neighbor, who was a combat veteran, military veteran, woke up to the gunfire. And he ended up walking outside. And as soon as he walked outside, the police told him he couldn't go back inside because his house was a crime scene, because his house had been hit 16 fucking times. And neighbors claim they heard about 10 shots, which is interesting considering the police department is claiming that only one officer fired their weapon. Now, when Mr. Perkins' neighbor was finally able to be let back into his house about 4 hours later, he asked if he could get a victim advocate, considering his house had been pew-pewed up and he suffered PTSD because he's a military veteran, and he walked out to his front yard to see one of his very close friends dead on the ground. And you want to know what the police department allegedly told this neighbor? You're not a victim. Now, the family has put out a statement, and they are asking for complete transparency with the Decatur Police Department with this investigation. And honestly, I think it's owed. Maybe not to the public, but the very least to the family. And a GoFundMe has been set up for his wife and his 2 daughters. There's a link to my bio in it if you feel led to donate and help them. And this one y'all, it's been bothering me ever since it's happened. It's close to home, and I have not seen one bad word about Mr. Perkins at all. He was well known in the community. He had a following on Facebook. People looked up to this man. He was an inspirational human being who did nothing but good. He even had friends that were police officers with the Decatur Police Department. Allegedly, he worked out with some officers for this department. So the least that could be done is complete transparency so that the truth can come out no matter what it may be. I'm going back and watching this, y'all, and I didn't even share the most fucking infuriating part of this, as if all this ain't even infuriating already. But before the ambulance even arrived, and as Mr. Perkins laid on the ground, the police allegedly let the tow truck driver leave with his vehicle. I really fucking hope that's not true, but considering it was testified by a neighbor.
I need y'all help. I'm literally in tears right now after learning this story. This is Stephen Clay Perkins. Last night he was unalived by the Decatur Police Department because a tow truck driver came on his property trying to tow his vehicle, repossess his vehicle. Tow truck driver called the police saying that he brandished a firearm at him. The police returned with the tow truck driver and said that he pointed a gun at him. Everybody is saying that it does not add up. This is the statement from the Decatur Police Department right here. You can read it. It says that when they arrived at the residence, they noticed him with the handgun. It was equipped with a light. During the course of the incident, Perkins brandished the weapon towards the officer, and that caused the officer to fire upon him. This is their statement. Now, when the Decatur Police Department put this on their Facebook page, a lot of people in this town started commenting. Just for the white people that don't know Steve had white and black friends. Steve was one of the coolest guys that you could meet. If you ever went to the Decatur Athletics, you would see him in the gym working out and laughing with everybody. I have never in my life seen this guy get mad. Before you judge a book by his cover, like most of you always do, this guy was a family man and always stayed to himself. I highly doubt the story is accurate. This was my brother's friend, and out of 30 years of living in Hillsborough, I've never heard of Clay's name in anything. So I know this story is way deeper than what the police are saying it is out there. Prayers to the Perkins family. The Decatur Police Department unalived a father, husband, brother, cousin, and friend with his family sleeping feet away, more than likely because of the color of his skin. Regardless, multiple rounds were not warranted. No need to whitewash it to fit your narrative and help you sleep better at night. Prayers for all my East Lawrence family and friends affected. This post says, Steve does not have a confrontational bone in his body. Why? Did you go to the right residence? I've known Steve for over 30 years, and I can honestly say that he was one of the kindest, friendliest people that you could ever hope to meet. He was never confrontational, never got into any type of trouble. Steve was always a peaceful person, and he was raised in a Christian home. He was truly a great person to be around and will be greatly missed. This is so out of character for this man. He was a great husband, father, and friend. Steve always supported his girls as well as our community. This story does not sit well with me, and I pray the truth is real. Something is not right. I need all my TikTok creators, y'all, draw attention to this. We need the body cam footage. Something is telling me the police are trying to cover up unaliving a black man for no reason. Please, y'all, like, comment, share, duet, stitch, whatever you gotta do. Get this video, turn it up.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and I mean, this is just another, everybody's sharing the video, everybody's telling his story. A lot of people knew him on Facebook, and nobody has said anything bad about this person. I mean, even the white people, palm color people, are also testifying that he had so many friends, white, black. I mean, he is a very good person. So the story is all over. And most of the people that are stitched to this video are also from his community. Like the palm colored woman is also from the community because she has made several videos. Everybody is asking them to release the body foot cam. Let's know what happened. They have to really be transparent, because from what the CCTV showed, you all could see that his hands were up. He was only with a torchlight. So what happened? They actually did what they know how to do best. Like one of the videos I posted, they said they don't people colored people, as in people that look at themselves. They only people black people. So this is also one of the cases. I don't even know what the family, the wife, the kids are passing through right now. But there is a GoFundMe. If you can donate, please kindly do. But if you cannot, kindly share out. And I really hope he gets the justice that he deserves. And I am really it's quite unfortunate that police, they are failing black people. When it is a black person, they don't ask questions. They just pew straight up. Like, how long are we supposed to live like this? How long is this supposed to continue? And I think there was they had a peaceful protest yesterday, but then I don't know when you're going to see this video. I hope YouTube, I hope they don't restrict me from posting it, but then I hope you get to see this. I hope you all are careful out there. Please be very careful. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.